A few days ago, we reached over 2,000 subscribers, and so to celebrate and to give back to all you guys who hit that subscribe button, we decided to do a Q&A video so that you could get to know your bros. Yeah. I'm Elliot.
I'm Phineas.
And we are the Peters Bros. We're gonna answer your questions. Here we go. Getting to know your bros. Question 1 comes from Lindsay Ochoa. What are the pros/cons of living in the East and West Coast? How are you liking California?
So, for those of you who don't know, we are originally from Rhode Island. We came from New England on the East Coast, and we drove to California a year and a half ago. And now we've been living here, and then we started YouTubing once we got here. Let's just talk about the weather for a second. There's a lot more intense, pure sunlight.
Dry heat.
Yeah, dry heat.
But it's so
on
much...
the East Coast with all the humidity, we were just constantly sweating because it was just so moist there.
Yeah. Humid heat, it's so much more unpleasant than dry heat. Mm-hmm. And there's so much more dry heat here in California.
Yeah.
We can take it. Rhode Island literally takes you 45 minutes to get from one end to the other of the entire state. So coming to California...
Blow your minds, everyone who lives in California.
So like, in California you can drive for 4 hours and you're nowhere. Ethan Mick31210 asks, if you had to change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
If I had to change something, make it so that I probably liked people a bit more, just naturally.
Yeah, you're not really a people person. You're very introverted.
Really. I mean, not as much as you guys.
I wouldn't change anything. I don't want to change anything about myself. I like myself just the way that I am.
Well,
my flaws make me who I am. Snowflake Jones says, if you could have 5 powers, what would they be? Like superpowers?
1, flight. 2, invisibility. Because then you can just, like, disappear from wherever, whatever situation.
What did you just pick up my finger?
3, power to change my voice, so that I could hoot like a owl for signals for, signals. 4, I would be able to turn my face into anybody else's face. 5, super strength.
Flight, because you really want to be able to fly. Like, who doesn't
eat a cloud. Never eaten a cloud before.
Laser vision. That would be cool. X-ray vision.
You would accidentally laser people.
Super strength. And I would love to have the ability to shapeshift. Joshua and Patrick want to know if we speak any other languages. I speak a really, really, really tiny little bit of French.
You actually are not that bad.
I get uncomfortable trying to speak French though. So yeah, we don't really, no, we don't. When we get comments in other languages though, we do our best to translate them. And most of the time I'm pretty sure we get the words correct. I hope. All along the same lines, Lauren asks, would you like to come to England? Nur asks, which countries would you like to visit? Mauricio O'Hara asks, have you ever traveled abroad? Where, when, and what was it like? And Patrick asks, if you could travel to any country in the world, where would you go and why? I would love to go to England. England would be so cool. I'd also love to visit Greece and Rome, you know.
No, I totally want to go to France. And it would be so cool to go to China.
You want to go to China?
I want to go to China.
I'd love to go to Japan. Japan would be so
But China's so beautiful.
China is beautiful.
We went to Quebec.
Yeah, we've been to Canada once, and it was amazing. Canada is so wonderful. Snowflake Jones asks, what are your zodiac signs? I'm a Leo.
Oh my.
Whoa, what are you?
Mystery. Aries.
That makes so much sense. Anna wants to know what we think about IBF, Internet Best Friends. Do you have one or would you like one? We never even knew that was a thing. Is that a thing? In general, we like to be friends with people that we know. It's just way too confusing. I like to talk to people face to face.
We don't even use like social media it also.
Yeah.
So like,
Especially you.
I'm terrible at emailing.
And yeah, all sorts of
And-
stuff. It's a little too complicated for us, I guess. I mean, for some people it must be great. It must be really cool to have friends from other countries and stuff. But for us, it just wouldn't work. Lindsay wants to know how many instruments can our family play. Wait, so Irish and whistle, violin, banjo, guitar, piano, drums, 6. Oh, and the voice. We can sing. Melody asks, when are you planning on dating and what do you look for in a girl? No dating till we're 16. That's the rule.
You're 16.
What do you look for in a girl, Finn?
Just be clever, and she has to outwit me sometimes. But forgive me when I outwit her. And be kind.
Okay, I guess to be totally honest,
Yeah.
she'd have to be equal parts adorable and badass. And a total geek. Like, such a nerd. I'm a huge nerd and I need to be able to geek out.
Are you looking for a Ravenclaw like yourself or Hufflepuff to go with you?
Probably a Gryffindor, actually. I like Gryffindors. So Lindsay was amazing. She came up with so many questions.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you, Lindsay. You guys are good at singing. Were you ever in theatrics? Yes, in fact, we're both actors. We're both theater actors. We love singing and music and acting. I'm a big Shakespeare junkie.
We did a lot of theater.
Yeah, especially in Rhode Island, we did a ton of theater. And then one of the biggest things we looked for when we moved here was a great theater to start working at. And the Slow Little Theater here is amazing. We worked at Trinity Repertory Company in Rhode Island and the GAM Theater, both amazing, phenomenal theaters on the East Coast. And when we moved over here, we started working at the Slow Little Theater, which is also an amazing community theater. If you guys live on the Central Coast, definitely go check out the Slow Little Theater. And if you live on the East Coast, totally go see Trinity Rep and the GAM. FANDOM! Storybrooke Forest, guessing that's not your real name, I'm guessing you're a Once Upon a Time fan, right?
Oh, oncer.
Asks, a oncer, is that the term they use?
Yes.
Oh, that's clever, I like that.
Right.
Storybrooke Forest asks, what is your favorite Disney movie and character? And along the same lines, Joe Brennan wants to know which Disney character we think we relate to the most.
My favorite Disney movie is, how did I forget that? The 2011 Winnie the Pooh.
And your favorite character?
Winnie the Pooh.
Which Disney character do you think you relate to the most?
Winnie the Pooh.
My favorite Disney movie is Tangled. It's amazing. And, gonna be totally honest here, I cry throughout the last 15 minutes
The whole thing.
of the movie.
It starts
So I don't mean like my eyes are
flower.
glistening. I mean Niagara
Your
Falls,
eyes-
Frankie
okay,
Angel.
but your eyes glisten
Throughout the whole movie,
from
yes.
the intro to the end.
Yes, but it's full on sobbing during the last 15 minutes.
From
of
the part
that
when we're in the
movie.
cave to the end.
My favorite Disney character, I really have no idea. I love the genie from Aladdin. He's awesome. I can't answer that question. But which Disney character do I think I relate to the most? That's easy. Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz, for sure.
I can see that.
Yeah, right? We're both complete dorky idiots. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And or Eugene Fitzherbert. Ethan Make 31210 asks, what are our thoughts on Rogue One? Like the Death Star, man. My mind was blown open like the Death Star.
I don't even know why. How did we not? Why?
Why didn't we do a review for that movie?
Well,
I don't know.
It was because it was during Vlogmas.
It was so good though. That movie is like second only to Empire Strikes Back.
I still like Force Awakens better.
Force Awakens is amazing, but
Force Awakens has a
Rogue One.
special place in my heart.
Oh.
What was the first one that came out
K2SO
while I was...
is my spirit animal. Or spirit droid. Is that a thing? Spirit droid?
Yeah, that was the first one I saw in the theaters.
Oh my goodness. Darth frickin' Vader, though.
I know.
What? I thought he... I didn't think he could get any more terrifying, but they just, and freaking castle on Mustafar.
I know.
It's like, why have we never seen that before? That was perfect. It was amazing. Are you excited for Star Wars The Last Jedi? Of course we are. I loved Rey, Finn, BB-8, Poe. That was amazing. And Kylo Ren, I know people say that he's a drama queen and a sissy, but I think he's actually a really important villain to have. We've never had a villain like him before in the Star Wars universe, and that's good. I think he's a great villain. Ooh, not to mention that I have a huge crush on Daisy Ridley.
Yeah.
She's so
It's
cute.
not even, it's gotta be great because it's the second movie.
This is the second movie in a trilogy.
Always the best.
Always the best. Congo1993 asks, if you could live in a Star Wars universe, which side would you choose? Light side or the dark side?
Probably try to choose the light side, but I mean, just because the dark side is like so powerful, I like power.
You were the chosen one! You were my brother, Phineas! I loved you!
Yeah.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them! Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness!
Yeah.
Cole Hatfield asks, what is your favorite MCU movie, and what is your favorite Star Wars movie? Ooh, that's tough.
Empire or Force Awakens? I don't know, it might be Force Awakens,
making
but that
you
might
choose.
just be because... it was the first one I actually saw in the theaters, but I mean...
It's probably Empire Strikes Back for me.
Captain America Civil War.
Really?
Civil War.
War's your favorite?
Civil War's the best.
It's really great.
We haven't seen Doctor Strange yet, which is supposed to be amazing.
Doctor Strange. I can't believe we haven't seen Doctor Strange. But it comes out on Blu-ray this month. So, hopefully we'll see it. I love Ant-Man. Ant-Man's really great. I love The Avengers. That's just such a great movie. And Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what? I might actually go with Captain America the Winter Soldier. That's a really, really great one.
You like
Yeah,
it
I
better?
love that movie. It's so good. Bruce and Congo want to know what our favorite movie is. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 is one of my favorite movies.
It's a Wonderful Life, Groundhog Day, and Princess Bride.
You know...
Except Clue. Clue and Two Towers.
Clue or It's a Wonderful Life. I'm just gonna say right now, because I'm feeling real goofy, Clue. But if it was a more heartfelt moment, I would definitely choose It's a Wonderful Life. Joshua wants to know what our favorite video games are. We don't play console video games. I've never
Touched one.
a console video game, but we play Pokemon Go.
That's it.
And that's pretty much it.
Closest we get.
I mean, if I've heard rumors that there might be a Harry Potter Go coming out, and I will definitely be playing that if that happens, but for the most part we don't really play video games. Rebecca and Lindsay want to know what our favorite TV show that we're watching right now is.
I love this question.
Well, it depends on whether or not Sherlock is coming back for season 5.
It does, yeah. If not, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Genuinely amazing.
It's
for a
pretty
TV show.
good. I
Plus,
mean,
I'm a sucker for some really good special effects, and for a TV show, that has got some really
great
good
special effects.
Yeah. And I'm picky.
So if Sherlock is coming back for season 5, it's Sherlock. But if not, then I'd say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. You liked Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. better than Stranger Things? I like Stranger Things better than Agents of
It's
S.H.I.E.L.D.
more fun to binge watch, I think.
Stranger Things is so good. If we're counting Netflix shows, this is so complicated. I'm just gonna go with Sherlock. To be safe. Sherlock, to be safe. Without a doubt, our favorite TV show of all time has got to be Lost. Lost?
Out of doubt.
Life.
Don't tell him what he can't do.
Don't. He's even wearing a Lost t-shirt right now. Lost is the best
TV
television show that has ever been on air.
Ever been the idea, everyone's idea.
And no one can tell us
If you don't like
otherwise.
the ending, watch it again. If you don't like it, watch it again. If you don't like it then, watch it again. If you don't like it then,
If you don't like it,
I'm angry at you right now.
yeah, if you didn't like the ending, or if you just don't like the show in general, sorry, we can't be friends. Like, seriously, one of the things that is necessary for me to be friends with someone
Has to like Lost or be willing to watch all of it.
Rebecca and Lindsay also want to know what film we're looking forward to seeing this year. The one I'm most looking forward to is probably The Last Jedi. John K. asks a very unique question. It has 3 different parts. So it is, what is your favorite song to listen to when you're sad, when you're happy, or when you're feeling snazzy? You don't listen to music.
I don't ever listen to music. If I had to choose, it would be Hopeful by Bars and Melody. When I'm happy, Disneyland theme park music. When I'm snazzy, Buena Vista Street Disneyland music.
When I'm sad, I like to listen to Hide and Seek by Imogen Heap. That song is amazing. My favorite song to listen to when I'm happy right now, probably Dog Days by Florence and the Machine. That's a good song. And then feeling snazzy, The Middle of Starting Over by Sabrina Carpenter. I like that song. I listen to that song when I'm feeling snazzy.
When you're snazzy?
Yeah, when I'm feeling snazzy. Good question, John K. That's a great question. Kai Ritchie, 2003, asks a very unique question. I like this question a lot. If you could make a Sherlock spin-off series, what would it be about? Anderson?
It would be about the many failures of Anderson.
It might be about
all the cases that he tried to solve, but Sherlock stepped in at the last minute and solved it for him.
A mini-series about Anderson would be hilarious. If we're allowed to use the characters from the original, like from the show, it would probably be like the elephant in the room. We want to see what that was all about. Maybe a spin-off mini-series. Lightning round! Ethan Mc31210 says, say the first word that comes to your head. Chicken!
Apple.
Okay, Ethan Mc31210 asks, do you have a lucky number?
13.
2. The number 2.
13. My lucky
Yikes,
number. It is. It's weird, but it is. I thot I was cursed for a long time.
Ethan Mc31210 also asks, who is the messiest?
Him.
It's you.
Me.
Of course it's you. Nur and Fernando want to know, if we had all the money in the world or $1 million, what would we do?
I would buy a helicopter and somebody to teach me how to pilot it, and I would also buy a mini plane with a parachute and one of those things where you jump out and you can fly with it because it's like a flying squirrel outfit thing, except it's not an outfit, plus a bulletproof Batman costume, and I would put the rest in a bank account.
I'd visit all the Disney parks all over the world. Storybook Forest asks, how long have you been vegetarian? Our entire lives.
Yes.
We've been vegetarian since the day we were born, never tasted a bit of meat, ever. I know, that's shocking, but it's true. Storybook Forest and Lindsay want to know, how long have we been homeschooled?
Forever.
Yeah, we've always been homeschooled. We've never attended school, and we've never
been in a school a couple times.
Aren't we weird? Well, yeah.
We've gotten flu shots in school.
I filmed a short film in a school, but we've never attended school, and we've never eaten meat. Because we're so weird. Patrick wants to know, what do you think is the best and worst thing about being homeschooled versus going to an actual school?
There is no worst thing. The worst thing, I guess, is that...
Amazing. I mean, we can't compare it to going to an actual school. Because we've never been to school.
Never been.
But we're functional human beings. That sounds like I'm saying...
Don't
too cool for school. Yeah, no. Stay in school, please. Stay in school,
but
don't do drugs. I think it's great. I think it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Being homeschooled is the best thing that could possibly have happened to me.
One of the best things is way more time to YouTube, since it's like...
True, we get to make videos for all of you guys.
Yeah, it's a good thing for you too.
Joshua asks, are you a dog person or a cat person? Dog person.
Dog.
Cats scare me. Storybook Forest, favorite type of dog?
Black lab? Well, our dog
I feel
is
like I'm betraying my dog if I say anything other than black lab. Sorry, Casper. I like huskies, though. Huskies are adorable. And along the same lines, Lindsay wants to know, how old is Casper and how did you get him? He is 8. We got him in, like, 2009 when he was a tiny little puppy from a shelter. Nur wants to know, what is the last photo you took on your phone? Gonna blow your minds, people. You ready for this? This is my phone. And he doesn't even have one. This is a fossil. It is so old. Look, it flips open, and there are buttons on it, and that's how you call people, and you have to talk like this. See? So that's my phone, and actually, the last photo that I took on it was a reference photo of my face with makeup on it from that video that we filmed to make me look all bruised and cut up. Ethan Mc31210 tells us to name one thing you hate and one thing you like about each other. Phineas is so annoying because everything is about him. That's what I hate about you. I'm sorry. What do you hate about me? Let's get it over with.
I would say something I hate about you, but it wouldn't have the main center point of my sentence be about me. So I won't.
Oh! Oh! You want to go?
No.
And last one in the lightning round, Ethan Mc31210 asks, can you do an impression of each other?
What's up, everybody? I'm Elliot Peters, and I'm a Peters bro.
This is my best impression of Phineas, and it absolutely sucks.
No, we should go like that.
Oh, well, now that we've gotten that over with. And last category, YouTube.
What's that?
It's this thing that we're on right now. Issa Rose and Lindsay want to know what inspired us to make a YouTube channel. We just love making things. We made like stop motion animation films together when we were itty bitties.
Itty bitties.
Itty bitties. And we just have always loved making content. And then, like, you know, we figured out that people post content on YouTube all the time.
It took a long time to find that out.
Yeah. It really did.
It took 13 years of my life to figure that out.
Yeah. But so, yeah, we've just always loved being creative. That's why trailer reactions and that sort of thing are not our first priority. We like to make stuff. And so, like, be prepared to see a lot more of us making stuff on this channel. Along the same lines, Patrick asks, why, when, and how did you decide to become YouTubers, and what are your goals for your channel? Well, so when we moved here, it was a gigantic, big change for our family.
We actually were planning our first trip to Disneyland, so we went on YouTube to find some just some videos of Disneyland, and we found some awesome
Disneyland vlogs everywhere. People make Disneyland
we didn't even
vlogs.
really know what vlogs were.
Yeah.
So I was like, grab a camera.
Let's
go
just
to
document
Disneyland.
our lives, and
Yeah.
it can be fun. And what are our goals for our channel? Well, we want to be putting up here our short films and things like that.
Fan films, short films.
Anything that requires us to write a script, set up lights and cameras and
Cinematography.
Because we have
Visual effects, since that is what I'm aiming to do for my life's career.
We haven't really done creative content on this channel yet, which is really sad, because that's what we set out to do when we made this channel. And that's what we're going to do.
The hardest part is that
it's going to take some time.
if you're posting a video a day, you have to take the time to make a video for every day.
Yeah.
And it actually takes a lot longer than
Which
some
is
people
why
might think.
the vlogs are so helpful, because we get to, you know,
It's
film
one of
those
the
and put them
faster
up pretty
videos,
fast.
yeah.
Storybook Forest asks, who are our favorite YouTubers? For your vlogs, there's one in particular who has a big impact on what, like, the look of the editing style and stuff is like.
Casey Neistat. One of the coolest guys out there. Because he's got that vibe.
On the vlogs that he makes, yeah. And especially in Finn's earlier vlogs, they have a very Casey Neistat feel to them
More
when
of
you watch
one,
them.
yeah.
And also Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning. I
Definitely.
love their weird banter back and forth, and just like how
they're a pair.
yeah, and I just love bad lip reading. The stuff that they post on their channel is ridiculously hilarious, as well as how it should have ended. Those guys are so funny and so clever.
And Brian Hull. Probably the best impressionist on YouTube right now.
Ethan Mc31210 asks, will we see some of Elliot's piano skills in future videos, and when? I would love to play the piano some more. I might make some piano covers of songs. That could be fun. And this is a very unique question as well. Ethan Mc31210 asks, sometime in the near future, I might start my own channel where I play all kinds of music on the piano and maybe some cello. So probably include things like covers of songs, arrangements of movie music, etc. What do you guys think would be a fitting name for that channel? What about Ethan's Musical Toolbox? You don't have to use it if you don't want it.
It's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Play off that toolbox, the music box.
Or you can
Ethan's
music box, you know, Ethan's
music
music box, Ethan's musical toolbox.
The
any
Toolbox.
variation of those things
Music
could be
box.
cool. And thank you for asking for our input. We're flattered.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching our Q&A and for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed and you've watched this video all the way to the end, you've invested so much in this channel already. Why don't you just hit that subscribe button? It will be so easy. It's right there. Just click it.
You just have to move your hand and press down. Just click it. Just click it. Just click it. Easier than making toast.
As well as that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked our answers to your questions. If we didn't answer your question in this video, it's probably because we answered a very similar question in the sibling tag, which we did a long while back. You can find the link to that video in the description box below. And last, but certainly not least, don't forget to tell your enemies that we are awesome. It's not even professional. Like, seriously. You're such a diva.